broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round. And you can
I would say that the people in drama are so supportive and so hardworking. Like, I don't think I've ever met even like adults as hardworking as these people in here. And it's just really good energy to be around. And just mostly, like, the biggest word that comes to mind is supportive, because I think that, like, kind of like what Noe says, whatever you're going through, you can always come here and get a hug or a smile. And yeah, everyone makes me really, really happy.
My first show was Shrek the Musical, and my last show was Shrek the Musical. I really enjoyed coming back into the department and meeting a whole bunch of new friends and what's the word for, like, reconnecting with a lot of my older friends too.
My first show was Cabaret, the musical. It was incredible. It was an experience I won't be able to forget, because everyone on there, all the seniors back when I was a kid, all of them were so good and so lively, and everyone there was so accepting. I mean, yeah, you get the couple of people who were like nitpicking, but everyone there was super fun. My last show was Shrek the Musical, or A Midsummer Night's Dream. I don't know which one. Shrek the Musical. It was so fun because there wasn't that much drama backstage, and everyone there was just there to have a good time, and there were so many low expectations, I'll be honest with you, that when we did as well as we did, and when people were like, wow, that was pretty good show, like, it was just a good relief to change everyone's perspective on what it was initially.
My first show was The Diviners my freshman year, and I was on makeup crew. And then my last show was Shrek the Musical, and I was the makeup lead.
My first show was also The Diviners, and I was on build crew, and then I ushered after that was over, because build crew used to not turn into like stage crew. And then my last show was Shrek, and I was a dulux dancer and a rat tapper and Queen Fiona. Queen Lillian.
She danced.
So my first show was Mac. My first show was Mac, and I was a weird sister. And then my last show was Shrek, and I was tech lead.
Good.
My favorite show was Beauty and the Beast, because it was the most magical, and I loved all the gorgeous dresses and the quick changes.
Okay, my favorite show was Shrek, because we just put a lot of work into that one, and it was my last show, so it was just really special.
My favorite show that I participated in was either Asylum or Beauty and the Beast. And my favorite show just kind of overall would be either Cabaret or Beauty and the Beast.
I think my favorite one to be in was Shrek, and then my favorite one to like be a part of was Thelma and Millie.
My favorite show was definitely Cabaret, and it was because it was such a small, close-knit cast, and it was the first show that I was doing as a freshman, so there was the excitement from it being my first show, and then from having the little familial cast, which made it such an exciting show.
You shout hello, but I can't.
One word to describe the drama department would be family, not a family, just family. Because when I walked into the auditions for this Shrek the Musical, I felt very like at ease. Everybody, all the directors were really chill with me and like chill with the auditionees. Back in beginning drama, I really made some really close connections with people. Like I even made friends with one of the seniors in the classes, and I'm still friends with him now.
Which one?
Tyler Eisenhart. Know that guy? Well,
that was Sanjay. Sanjay was my Tyler. He was so chill.
But yeah, even like I made so many friends during Shrek the Musical, and it was at a time when I really needed it because I had just quit cross country and I was not doing anything with my time, and I found it's very important to be connected into something and be a part of something in your high school career. Try new things.
I would say everyone is really kind and not really judgmental at all. Everyone's like a family. Okay, this is kind of 2 words, but I would say like free-spirited. Like I feel like a lot of people are very like accepting and just like overall free spirits.
Mine's accepted. It's like no one judges.
Mine would be warm because everybody's so like just like open and comforting and like loving to each other.
Mine would probably be uplifted. That's a word, right? Mine would be uplifted only because I feel like everyone is always like, oh my god, like you look really pretty today, or oh my god, I really like this, and oh my god, and everyone's so open and together. So it's a very uplifting feeling. Please leave. Oh, you're joking. Juan? Juanita boy.
Everyone in the department is really welcoming, and everyone's just so different. We have people from sports, people who are just purely, music and drama inclined. But everyone's just really welcoming, and everyone's very just open. Everyone's like an open book, and everyone's always embracing everyone. Everyone's always open to new ideas, and we learn from each other and kind of teach each other. So we're very we're like a big community, and we all learn from each other, and we can all benefit from each other in many ways. But everyone's just so nice, and everyone's just really welcoming. I love everyone here.
I love the people in drama. I remember when I was like an underclassman, I would always look up to the upperclassmen, and they were just so like fantastic to me. Like, how do they do that on stage? And actually, like, when I was like smaller, I saw Isadora do a 1-act. I forgot what it was, and I'm just like, wow, like she's so good. I had no idea. And then I got to do a 1-act with Isadora, which was like, oh my god, that was so much fun. It was Anna alone. Wow.
Yeah,
I like
the people in drama for me are just amazing and really well-rounded. You have different personalities, different talents, and everybody has their own thing that makes them special.
And then I wanted to say, it's so interesting because we like look up to these like great people, and then when now that we're older, like I've had like
and it's insane because it's like, why are you looking up to me? Like, no.
Yeah, I've had people be like, wow, like you did so good at that. I'm like, what? Thank you. But yeah.
This department has meant a lot to me. This department's meant a lot to me. It's been a good stabilizer and a good home for me over the past 2 years. If there are any hardships I've had, and I think everybody can say the same because theater is meant to be a home and a community for everybody. So I don't know, it's been my home and my safe place and my haven.
In one word, it'd be safe. I always know that I can come here and just be who I want to be. If I have any issues with anything, I know there's someone there to always, be there for me if I need them.
And going off of that, I'll go with comfortable, because you can't really say like, oh, a sense of belonging thing, because that's not one word, but like, yeah, just because I can come here and be me, and if that me is someone that people don't like, I don't really care. So, and being here has kind of taught me I don't have to care.
Getting cast in Millie, I actually like started to cry. Like I called my mom. I was like, Mom, I never thought I got cast in Millie. And I was like, I'm gonna cry now. It was like, I was so happy because I had never auditioned like for the main stage before because I typed. So I was so happy to get into it.
Because we're doing Midsummer, and I have wanted to play Puck since I saw it here for the first time. And then, like, I don't know, something about the character, I don't know if it's like the hyper energy, but like the seriousness, like, like when I got that, I was literally like, yes! And Shakespeare is one of those things that scares me a lot, because I'm like, whoo, he's speaking another language, literally. Oh, I can do Shakespeare. I like this role. Mine would be junior year when I made advanced drama for following you. Here. And the reason why is because I was so nervous. No one will tell you. I literally was on the verge of tears. I was so nervous because I just wanted it so badly. And I think I really didn't think I was that great. Like, I still don't, but like, I really didn't think I was that good of an actor, and I really wanted to be, and I just wanted it so bad. And after the audition, fun fact, went home and cried for about an hour because I knew I didn't get it. I was like, I didn't get it, Mom, and you don't understand, I didn't get it. I failed, it was horrible, and I don't get another chance because this is senior year. And then I got it, and I was babysitting, and I jumped on the couch that I was, like, it wasn't my house, like, I was babysitting these kids, and I started jumping on the couch, running around their house, like, knocking things over, like, screaming. They thought I was crazy, but I was just so happy because I felt like I could act.
I would say my breakthrough moment was during Millie in 10th grade. I remember I couldn't make any physical choices. I didn't know how to change my voice. I didn't know like how to make the character come to life, and she was very flat and very boring for the longest time. But then one day I was like working on stage, and Mr. B just started like yelling at me, but it was coming from like a really good place until finally, like, it wasn't even until tech week or like opening night, I'm not even kidding, till it finally clicked.
One of my favorite moments is during the dining room when all of like my closest friends and like some of the tech girls, we all sit in like the back corner by the girls' bathroom. We just had like a bunch of laughs and a bunch of jokes, and yeah, it was basically all tech meals.
One fun moment would be when after the dining room, after tech meals, we would all leave early and go into the black box and have a huge dance party with everybody.
I have so many favorite moments, but when I first was a weird sister, I knew no one in the department, and I remember like in the black box, that kind of hallway where there's the like the wheelchair elevator, you know what I'm talking about, where it's like the makeup room, black box, stage, and then there's a wheelchair. We're all sitting there, and I remember I had gotten these M&Ms for my birthday from Tyler Plepper. He had gotten me custom M&Ms that said my name on them and like happy, it was so cute, and we weren't even dating. Like he just got them for me for my birthday. It was so sweet. He especially ordered them. Anyway, so like I had them all out in the center, and I remember we were all eating them and like laughing, and I remember that was the first time that I've ever felt comfortable here, and then it's continued on since.
My favorite memory has been this year being stage manager and getting to work with Lizzie, who I love very much. I just had such a tremendous experience, and I learned so much this year, and it's probably like my favorite job or position I've had in the department, and it was a great way to end my senior year.
My most memorable moment would be the unveiling of the rose for the first time. Like, despite being a sound guy, like that little lighting fixture was that was definitely a memorable moment.
My breakthrough moment would have to be when I was given vice president. I didn't know like the word to say. When I was given vice president, it was a breakthrough moment for me because originally I had put down activities and historian, and I think clerk was my last choice. And I remember the night before banquet last year, I was with my friends and we were making chocolate strawberries for banquet, and I was like, I really wish I would have put this position down, because like this is what I would have wanted to do if I were on board. I would have wanted to plan this banquet, which is tomorrow. And yeah, so I guess that was my most proud moment, because even when I didn't put that as my choice, that was like, it was just shown like my abilities. So my abilities were shown, and that's why I was chosen for the position rather than me wanting it, if that makes sense.
Probably all the time we spent together as Kit-Kat girls in cabaret, when we would just always hang out before rehearsals or after rehearsals, or we had sleepovers, and just all those memories of all of us girls together hanging out.
Some things, it was like ushering during cabaret. It was like we were doing drawing competitions like while we were waiting out in the lobby because we weren't the ones that were watching the show that night, or like And just really being here and meeting all the people I've met have just kind of formed a collective bulk memory, and just all the time I've spent here doing random projects for Bob and stuff. Like, that's where some of the best things happen, man. So
yeah, kind of going off of what she said, just trying to collectively earn my 90 hours in 2 weeks. That was a memory I will never forget. But also, Beauty and the Beast is where I met Abby, and we became the best Altoid buddies that this department has ever seen.
Well, coming in to Redondo as a freshman, I didn't know anything about theater. I was never involved in it in middle school, so it was completely new to me. And so I was placed in the lighting crew for my freshman year, so I did lighting my whole year, and then I actually applied to be the light and sound lead for my 10th grade year. And so at the end of 9th grade, I got the position, and I would be the sound and lighting designer for the next year. So I think that was a really big move for me, because I went from knowing basically anything to becoming a leader in the department. So I was really proud of that.
Okay, I have one. My most inspiring person would have to be Aaron Morgan, because he was the first person that like actually told me that like I could do like anything I really wanted to do. Like, he was so open-minded about everything, and like he always like came to me and like talked to me about like his daughter and everything she was going through, and like he would always like ask me questions about like myself and my personal life, and like no one really did that there. And like, I don't know, he believed in everything that I stood for and everything I wanted to do as a career. Like, he didn't judge me or anything. So he really inspired me just to like be so open-minded to everybody and like accept everything and listen to people. And so I feel like that's why he's most inspiring.
As weird as it might sound, like, Bob has honestly been like the most influential person for me in this department. Like,
yeah,
because he's kind of shown, like, he taught me a lot when it came to tech stuff, but then it was also just like, as a friend even, like, he was a lot of help in getting through a lot of problems and kind of learning how to be okay with being me.
Yeah, he kind of gave you those life lessons that, you know, that your friends don't know yet, but then you're too awkward to like ask your parents.
Or that
so
people
he's
just
like
aren't
there.
Or like a lot of adults aren't willing to kind of
Yeah.
tell you because they're like, oh, that's not something.
Yeah.
But
He's
it's
straight
like,
up about it.
Hi, class of 2017. Wow, what an incredible year it's been. I really first off want to commend your class for welcoming me into this department. For your year, it had to be the hardest. You know, you guys have been here, 3 years going into your fourth with one teacher, and then having to change for your senior year. I could only imagine how you felt at the beginning of the year. But I want to just thank you for welcoming me with open arms and embracing who I am as a teacher and an individual. And this year has been nothing but incredible. I think my favorite part, of course, has to be the shows. From moments in Shrek with Stacy running to tell me when she couldn't wait to say that we broke the record for attendance, to just my chats with Sarah Jane and Noe as assistant directors, and the countless life chats I've had, with all the students, all of you guys just hanging out in the black box, hanging out in the theater. But this year has been absolutely amazing. I've really enjoyed getting to know each and every one of you, getting to know who you are as people, what makes you, work, what makes your brain get excited about theater and the arts. You all are so incredibly talented, and I know that even though not all of you are moving into the arts in the future, that you're going to take your experiences here at Redondo and in theater with you wherever you go. You continue to amaze me every time you are on stage or working on a show or behind that booth. From Zysix running 28 microphones in Shrek to Nadia getting up and sewing the backdrop when the backdrop ripped. There's just been so many laughs this year, and I'm really gonna miss you guys. Even though it's only been a year, it's definitely gonna be really hard to lose you all. So congratulations, and please keep in touch. We love to have you all back and involved as much as possible. So I don't want this to be the last time I ever see you guys. So please come back, come see the shows, continue, building that legacy that you guys have left here.